Top of the day, top of the day, top of the day. Boom! Happy Friday, man. You already know what it is, man. Thank God that you woke up, that you can see, hear, talk, move, and you got that good wellness and health, baby. Let's get it. Jiggy, jiggy, jiggy. Woo! Happy Friday, man. Boom. So look, the topic we'll be discussing today is going to be on, guess what? Woo, it's going to be something good, people. It's called identity theft. Now, I'm going to go ahead and broaden and open up y'all perspective because y'all know I like to tell stories with their messages, but then sometimes just talk. So listen to me, talk to me, right? When I say identity theft, right, it's because it's a case of people not knowing who they are, right? It's a lot of cases of that going around all around the world, right? And the effects of the identity theft that's out there, meaning people that are stealing other people's identities, right? People are stealing other people's identities. I walk outside, another person walk outside, you see them, they wearing the same thing the other person's wearing. They want to dress just like them. Instead of waking up and creating your own swag, creating your own sense of style, creating your own sense of being within yourself, right? If I know I'm the only person wearing this hat with this thing on the side and somebody else wearing it, at least you know that you're starting a trend within yourself because you're establishing your own identity, meaning you're walking within yourself. You've had time to develop who you are, meaning your characteristics of who you are, your favorite themes, your favorite colors, your favorite jeans, your favorite t-shirts, your favorite jackets, your favorite hats, your favorite glasses, anything of what it is, right? And the reason I'm breaking it down, the reason I say is identity theft, because it's just like similar to identity theft, people are stealing information that's not theirs. It's because guess what? They failed to do the work to increase and enhance their own credit. So therefore they want to steal somebody else's and live luxury and lavish. And then guess what? Later on in life, go to prison 20, 30, 40 years or whatever you get. Don't do the crime, can't do the time. Boom. That's on a real note. Anyway, when I say that, I want you to kind of like open your mind on this, right? So if you look at it like this, right? And the reason I bring it up is because I'm passionate about this. We got to realize like now within this generation, right? We have to be able to start to empowering the youth, right? Because the youth are not, from what I'm seeing, everybody's, they fragile. They're like glass out here, they fragile, right? I'm not going to say all youth is fragile. I see a lot of go-getters and fearlessness, but then I see a lot of scarcity, And if I could put this message out there to let people know that regardless of what friends, family, anybody is doing around you, you as an individual, as a kid, as a teenager, or whatever you are, you have to learn to brand yourself. A brand means your own identity. You're building up who you want the world to know you as, right? Not who you're pretending to be for your friends and associates and people, right? That are seasonal within your life. You have to develop within yourself your own identity. And when you find your own identity, you can become a bigger impact in this world in which we need. We don't need you to be another Jay-Z. We don't need you to be another, Beyonce. We don't need you to be another Kanye. We don't need you to be another Kim Kardashian. We don't need you to be another, any people out here that y'all really listen to or whatever. It's a lot of people out here that have actually done great things out here. A lot. Even firefighters, cops, for whatever it is. You want to be the best you that you want to be, right? Right? It's because when you establish and brand your own identity, you're bringing something much more to the world that it didn't already have, right? Say, for example, you say, yeah, I want to be the best cop in the world. Most people don't like cops. That's not your problem because your purpose is different. Your alignment is different. You can come in and misdirect the whole force and show people how it's done. You can come in and be the best firefighter. You can come in and be the best teacher, right? Regardless, kid, of what you see, you got to realize you being yourself will open up a door for somebody else to be their self. Right? That's why I continue to push my sense of who I am out there is because eventually one day it's going to open eyes to somebody else to open up themselves, to be themselves, to actually get out there and push and strive to become somebody that you didn't know who you were. It's because you didn't have a sense of identity. right? A lot of people give me the same statement of I do what I do is because matter of fact, this is what most people say. You can only grow as much as the people you're around. My opinion, I believe that's completely inaccurate as far as because when you're your own identity, right? I tell everybody you have a sense of the density of right and wrong. You're trying to fit in with people in which you don't fit in with. So therefore, you start to feel bad because you're outgrowing everybody in your circle. That's not your problem. It's okay to feel like that, right? But you got to learn to step out on faith is because you're broadening and you're stepping out beyond everybody that's already around you. It's because God is trying to open up something for you can walk into your purpose that he's given to you on this earth. A lot of people, some don't walk into their purposes because they're scared, right? You can't be scared to grow into your own identity. You're walking into other people's failed identities, right? That's why identity theft. That's when people see you do things, they come and steal what you take and you get mad. You should not get mad. It's because you're contributing to society, right? When people do identity theft and they steal your social security and do all this stuff, they try to ruin you. You can't ruin something that you never built. Because if I did it once, I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to implement safeguards to block you out of there. Whatever you do is going to lead to your own downfall. Do you hear me? When you build your own identity within yourself, therefore, if somebody steals your identity, guess what? You're increasing the level of your purpose here on this earth for others to help them find who they are. Meaning, I break it down like this. If you find out that hell, they're acting like me, they're talking like me, they're stealing my clothes like me, they're doing all that, that's fine. Because one thing about it, remember this, you cannot control what people say, do, or anything. You can't control that. You control yourself. So you know what you continue to do? Continue to enhance yourself. Continue to enhance yourself. Because you're showing people, even though that it looks like they're stealing from you, but maybe they're taking from you to better enhance themselves because you're the only positive impact or role model that they have in their life. But guess what? Ego is not going to tell them that. So they rather steal, kill. They try to do evil things to you because they don't have the cojones, meaning the balls, to tell you, say, hey, I need help. So guess what they want to do? They want to steal. But guess what? There's lessons that need to be learned through people's identity crisis, right? So you, kids, teenagers, everybody out there, we have to, and also as adults and older people, y'all need to realize your actions and your identity and who you are, you have to be who you are, because if you don't do that, is that you're going to be affecting the youth around you. That's why kids are growing up with all these extra things. Dudes, boys, kids, women, and everybody growing up trying to be somebody that they're not. It's not hard to see when you're trying to be somebody you're not. Right. And I try to tell most people, and also remove this terminology. Oh, I've been through all that. Your past is your past, bro. Stop living in there. You're meant to go through what you go through so you continue to elevate and grow. If people want to live in the past of who you are, that is on them. It's because they're stuck and stagnant to where they're at. Your identity will always continue to elevate and grow. You don't stick back there. You don't, no, that's it. The past is the past. I was meant to go through that. Your identity in itself is seasonal because you're going to continue to grow every season. You're going to meet new people every season. So sometimes people going to drop off like flies, but you keep it moving because it's a seasonal thing. Your identity is a growth. It's a seasonal. And then eventually you're going to identify your full identity on who you are within yourself, right? Because you got to realize your actions and everything where we do, your identity impacts the youth around them. So we as individuals, as adults and people as you are, you got to realize that if you're going to make the right impact, only thing the right impact is to do is to be yourself and influence kids to be themselves and not to be others and all these other people. Because if they are them, they're not going to do anything except for the same thing what the world is doing, right? You want to come up and shaking up the world and open it like a beautiful flower, right? I want y'all to open up y'all eyes a little bit. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be a great day. Happy Friday, y'all. Let's get it. Identity theft is over with.